Okay, this is what it looks like. A puzzle, broken into corresponding parts. Now, these parts of the puzzle are not that impressive. It's when they're together that you believe that they are actually something worth solving. But it's until you reach that stage, you're kind of wondering, what shape will it take? You get to go like this, but that's not a puzzle. It just falls apart. So you try again. Putting the puzzle back together is harder than the actual puzzle itself. When I first tried this at Christmas when I got it, it was a bit stiff. So I had to keep on working with it and balancing out all the pieces and fiddling with it until it finally came apart. Now, when I finally did get it to come apart, it was just by jangling it back and forth using the almost loserish method of waiting for something to fall into place and coming together. Now, however, when it's together, it's there by a strenuous beginning. It's just there. It's a nice thorny ball. But after having come together so many times, you kind of wonder, what use is a puzzle that has been solved before? The puzzles and the mysteries we do not know are interesting to us, because they baffle us. They stay at the back of our minds. We try to solve them. We try to figure out how to actually unravel them. And actual challenging the question is almost better than the answer. Just bringing it apart into its corresponding pieces. So then you have to pick up the pieces, reassemble the question, knowing the answer, and be able to teach it to another, so that they, themselves, will have to puzzle it out for themselves. However, when you get to that point, you're kind of tempted to show them the answer, and just let them work it out from there. There's a tenuous relationship between them solving the puzzle very quickly, over which you spend a longer time, and them not solving it, which gives you frustration because you're not a very good teacher. There's a balance in between that, but if you have too big an ego, you're bound to be dissatisfied by one of the two. At the end of Batman Hush, in which this mysterious protagonist challenges Batman to a mental duel, and all of these villains are teaming up against Batman, and he's having to figure out, and actually comes near death at one point. At the end of the tale, he interrogates the Riddler, and he says, just, what time is it when an elephant sits on the fence? Time to get a new fence. It's like, yes, what good is a riddle when everyone knows the answer to your riddles? I know you better than you know yourself. And that's kind of a stunner for Riddler. He comes up with an idea, and then he pauses, and then he thinks again, and he realizes that he is kind of washed over as a villain. What good is the game when you yourself are solved as a puzzle? What good is a puzzle or a riddle once everyone knows the answer? Truth is, it's more about the question of asking how the puzzle baffled people in the first place and understanding that.